tell me, what does that mean to you, being a Black business owner, and why it's so important to support our Black businesses?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I've been following Deep Soul for a long time, so I'm like kind of fanning out right now. But yeah, man, I'm just super blessed, glad to be able to be in this position. And Black businesses, I mean, where do I begin? That's in our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's important to support our own. Because we, one, want to build up generational wealth,
right? You
know, that starts within our own community, and then two, it just shows that, you know, Black men and Black women can be successful businessmen, successful businesswomen, and that we can be in control of our own money,
mm-hmm.
you know, specifically within our community. So I think it's really important to have, you know, entrepreneurs in our community who can be examples for the younger generation,
mm-hmm.
coming up to teach them responsibility, to teach them economical wealth, financial wealth. How credit works, you know, all of these things go together when you talk about being a successful entrepreneur.
Right.
But now we need to make sure we can solidify that in our community. So.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of Prospective, when it was just an idea for you. Was it your junior year of college, right?
Yeah, junior year of college, undergrad.
Okay. Where did the idea come from?
Yeah, so funny story. I'll make it brief. Yeah, so basically I was singing in a group formerly known as Mocha Latte.
Mocha Latte.
Which is how I met Buck, because he was the male lead in that group. And I remember the group had like this super dramatic breakup, like at one of our shows. It was like College Hill meets, you know, we won't go there, but it was like really dramatic.
Is that on camera?
It was, but I deleted it. There are no videos left. I made sure. So after the group disbanded, it was like making the band like dramatic.
Yeah.
We kind of had a little period where we separated, and that's when Buck was basically deciding that he wanted to go solo.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember, he can tell the story better than me because I don't really remember, but according to him, he came down. At that time, he had just moved back to Memphis. I was still living in Murfreesboro.
Right.
And he came down and he was like, sis, like, this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have this project ready. I want to put it out, but I need your help. And I'm looking at him like, you need my help to do what? And he was like, you know business.
Right.
You know, I believe in you. You can do it. And I was petrified. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I never thought I wanted to be an artist manager. The thought of being responsible for someone else's career outside of my own terrified me, because I'm like, if he doesn't make it, the fingers will be pointed at me.
Oh, okay.
But they were like, but when he does make it, you know, so there was that. And honestly, for like the first 4 years, Buck will tell you, I did not consider myself his manager. I was just like, I'm just your friend. And I just so happened to like register your copyrights and, you know, do all the managerial stuff. Right. But I refused to call myself your manager until probably 2 years ago. So the idea of Prospective came, I was working with another artist, local artist in Murfreesboro named Stunt the Boss. And I remember he had like a little quote that he used to do, and it had the word prospective in it. Okay. And that wasn't a term that I used to hear too often. And so I'm like, prospective, looked it up, and it said the future. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just going to freelance and make an email that just says prospective media management, whatever.
Right.
So that's really how it kept growing. So the more I freelanced and, you know, through shows and concerts, I just went all up under the name Prospective Media Management. Yeah.
Well, let me know about, so when it comes to being an artist manager, you have to be committed to your artists, and you have to be able to give time to them, you know?
Girl.
And it's hard because you gotta take some time of your personal time for them. Is that correct?
What's personal time? What is that?
So what is your advice for those that want to be artist managers? And because a lot of people don't understand, they think it's just for the glitz and glamour, the paparazzi and all that, but there's another life to it.
Yeah. You know, the thing about artist management, I don't know if there are very many people who wake up and decide to say, I want to be an artist manager. Yeah. I'm sure there are. That wasn't the case for me. I didn't wake up one day. I kind of fell into the role. But for me personally, it's very important that before I decide to manage any artist, I have to see their level of dedication. I've had a lot of artists reach out to me. They're like, you know, they see what is happening with Buck, and they're under the impression that I can make the same thing happen for them. Right. And it's not a one-size-fit-all situation. I don't operate like that in general. I need to know what you're personally doing so that I can build, you know, bring the best for you personally. So I'm not going to outwork you. That's like my number one thing. Definitely not going to outwork you. I have a lot of artists who feel like that. That they can sit down. You cannot.
If I gotta sweat, you gotta sweat too.
Yeah, you need to be sweating a little harder because this is your career.
It's your career. It's
you
your
know?
music. It's your business. What you want to do.
Exactly. You have to give me something to manage.
Right. Ooh.
That's it.
Yes.
You know, and that can sound harsh, and I don't want it to come out that way, but that's just the reality. Like, I have to have something that I can manage. And then for me, I'm a fan of music. I need good music. Like, I know other artist managers they don't care about the music, but I do. Because if I don't believe in it, if I don't believe in you, I can't sell it. That's all an artist manager is. You're a personal salesman for an artist.
Right.
Yeah, so for me, that's what I look for if I'm deciding to manage an artist.
Now you also give out some advice to artists through Facebook, IGTV. Can you talk about that a bit?
Yeah, so I started doing these little segments on IGTV that were just like Topic Tuesdays for little tips. I didn't think anyone was really watching. I'm like, I'm just gonna try it and see. But a lot of people started hitting me up on IGTV like, hey, this is really good advice. Here are questions. Can you talk about this? Yeah. So every Tuesday on IGTV, you can find it on PM_MGMT on Instagram. And yeah, I just go over different topics just about finding a manager, building a team, how to put out music, how to distribute music. So various topics like that I think are helpful.
All right, so y'all can get all of that from her. You get to learn about how to be an artist, honestly, just from this one particular source, and it's amazing.
Look at that black girl, look at that black girl, look at that black girl. Queen, yeah. Yo.